Alright, let's go to simplifying rational expressions. So rational expressions are just pretty much fractions. So let's take an easy problem like negative 36 x cubed over you have 42 x squared. Alright, so when you have two fractions, alright, and let's say you have numbers and variables, right? You try to cancel numbers and you try to cancel the variables. Okay, so here, let's figure out the factors of 36 and 42. So we can say 36 is 6 times 6, and 42 is 7 times 6. Okay? Now what you do is you try to find common factors that the top and bottom have, and then you cancel. So we have a 6 here and we have a 6 here, so those cancel. Alright, so we have a 6 and a 7 left over. Alright, what about the variables? So the x's, we can cancel some of these. So whenever you're dividing, alright, two variables, what you do is you subtract, alright, the exponents. Or another way to look at it is that you just cancel. So we have 2x squared and x cubed. Alright, so we know that the 2 cancels, and then 3 minus 2 is 1. Excuse me. Or another way of looking at it is that x cubed is also x squared times x. So there's an x squared here and an x squared on top, so we can cancel those and we have an x left over. So you can think of it that way. So the final answer is going to be negative. You have a 6 here, x over 7. Alright. Let's try another one. Let's say we have 45 over 10a minus 10. Alright, now you're wondering, well, how can I cancel anything here? If you look at the denominator, what you can do is you can factor out stuff here, then we can cancel. So it's going to equal 45 over, we can factor out a 10, so we get a minus 1. Okay. Now what are the factors of 10? We have 5 and a 2. For we have 5 and a 9. So the 5's cancel, and we have a 9 left over on the top. On the bottom we have a 2, and then a to minus 1. Okay, let's try several more. Let's try x plus 6 over x squared plus 5x minus 6. Okay, now if you look at the top, you can't really factor anything, but if you look at the bottom, we can factor this trinomial. So I have x plus 6 over, try to factor this trinomial, so we create two binomials. So we have an x and an x, because x times x is x squared. Okay, now we have to think about the factors of 6 that'll make 5. This is kind of tricky because you can go either way. You can go 6 and 1 or 3 and 2. However, my bet is on 6 and 1 because we have a negative number here. So we know that the signs have to be positive or negative. So the question is, which one? So if you look here, we get a positive number, so that means that in the bigger factor, you have to have a positive sign, and then a negative sign on the smaller number. Okay, now can we cancel anything? Yes, we can. We can cancel x plus 6's. So we have 1 over x minus 1. Much more simple.